Dear viewers, how often should you change your litter? There is somebody who asked me that question in the previous video, that how long does litter spend in the poultry house? I also decided to make a video. I think that question is going to be answered because we are going to be talking about litter management in the poultry house. So guys, by the way, welcome back to the channel. My name is Isaac, who is very ardent about poultry and piggery farming. Like I have always told you that on this channel, I share with you everything about poultry and piggery farming. So guys, if we talk about litter, we mean beddings that are put in the poultry house just to prevent the contact of chicken with moisture. So if we talk about litter, we mean coffee husks, we mean rice hulls, we mean hay, processed paper, and chopped straws, and many others. So guys, in this video, we are going still to talk about what can work for you, and still which is very cheap and affordable. So that is coffee husks and wood shavings. Those ones are very good. They can help you. They are very good, as you know. So when we talk about litter management, the litter should be turned at least 2 times in a week, just to make sure that the chicken droppings are very well mixed with the litter, and still to make sure that the wet litter downwards is brought on top so that it can also dry. So litter should be changed at least 6 months, and it is not good, guys, when you are introducing a new flock in your poultry house, to leave there that old litter. By the time you are introducing a new flock, you should make sure that still you buy litter, the new one. In having good litter in your poultry house, you should avoid spillages of water, most especially when you are trying to pour water in drinkers, because spillages of water, they also lead to bad smell and even outbreak of diseases. Even I made a video on how to eliminate bad smell from our chicken house. We found that water spillages, they also contribute. So if you didn't watch, I'm gonna leave the link in the description so that you can watch and know how to carry out that one. So the moment there are water spillages, it means that we are going to see diseases breaking out. Like we have what we call foot peg lesions. Here is where you find your chicken, like this one, has got wounds in its feet. Wounds. If they have wounds, it means that they will have poor growth. There will be poor growth, and still you won't get buyers, because a buyer cannot take a hen which has got wounds. Instead, also can be wanting a hen which is very good and looking so nice, like this one. I think you are seeing it. Even the moment you lack buyers, it means that you are going to lack money. So you should make sure that you avoid water spillages, most especially when you are trying to pour water into drinkers. Then another thing, guys, is what we call thickness of litter. Here, your litter should be enough in the poultry house. That is, so I think you're seeing mine. It should be almost 6 inches from the ground, and still it should be dry, so that when you are turning your litter, maybe with a hoe or something else, chicken droppings can be easily mixed with that litter, and still to bring the wet litter which is downwards, and you put it on top so that it can also dry. And another thing, you should make sure that the litter in the poultry house is enough and dry to provide warmth in the poultry house, because you know, litter, sometimes the wet litter causes coccidiosis, and you know, coccidiosis is caused coccidiosis is caused by a protozoa, which then even you should make sure that the poultry house where you are going to put the litter is well ventilated to allow dust and ammonium gases to get out of the house, because when the house is not ventilated, it means that the ammonium gases are going to saturate in the poultry house and occupy the space of oxygen, and that one is automatically will affect your birds, and the results, you will see eye problems and even reduction in food intake among birds, hence resulting into poor growth of birds, and that one cannot allow increased production on the farm. So guys, if you try to look at the poultry house, you see that it is well ventilated. So this space allows ammonium gases to get out. So when I was trying to construct, I did this so that to avoid the ammonium gases from occupying the space of oxygen. So guys, still you are not supposed, or I don't encourage you to leave here the space only where we place a wire mesh. No, viewers, you cannot, when you use the timber, you can also leave spaces between timber. So if you see this space, I think guys you are trying to see. So you see that there is space. This space allows bad air to get out and fresh air to get inside. So when you are trying to construct your poultry house, you should make sure that you leave at least enough space to allow gases that are not needed inside, even the bad smell, to get out, and then oxygen also gets a place to pass through and then get inside. Now guys, let us go to leftovers. You should make sure that you remove leftovers from your poultry house. For example, I don't feed my chicken just only on maize bland. No, I also put some weeds, and those weeds, I think you're seeing these are weeds I'm talking about. So every evening I make sure that I sweep my poultry house, and I sweep on the top of the litter to remove just. Let us again see another way how we can maintain the cleanliness of our litter. So when it comes to construction, guys, you have to make sure that you tell your constructor or builder to leave for you a shade outside. When you are constructing your coop, you have to make sure that there is a shade, just to make sure that it does not, that very shade, it does not allow rainfall from entering into your poultry house directly, like this. You know, rain comes like this from the sky. So when you have your shade there, it means that that very shade is going to help you to make sure that the rain does not come inside in your litter. Because when rain comes inside in your litter, as we have already said, it is going to wet it, and the moment it wets it, it means it is going to, we've said that it is a good breeding place of protozoa. Protozoa which causes coccidiosis. Coccidiosis which affects your birds, which can eventually kill them, and then you make a loss. So during construction, don't forget to put there a shade, just to prevent rainfall from entering your poultry house, leading your litter to be wet. And another thing, it will cause water spillages and leading to caking of litter, which will lead to outbreak of diseases, which will affect your chicken. So guys, you may ask yourself, if you try to look at my coop, me, I don't have the shade. But guys, how do I manage? My litter is not wet, as you try to see. these are my coffee husks. Coffee husks. I use coffee husks. Guys, if you look at them, sincerely, they are not wet. How do I manage? Yet actually I don't have a shade. So, guys, if you, by the time you construct it, if you never put there a shade, don't worry. You can use something that will work as the curtain, something that does not rain, does not allow rain to pass through it. Then you place it here, as you can see. So guys, I don't have a curtain, I don't have rather a shade.